Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Victor Newman will prevent Kyle Abbott and Claire Newman from purchasing Adam Newman's apartment, so the sale will either go through or not, according to the Young and the Restless recap for Friday, May 9th. Here are the highlights of Friday's thrilling episode for YNR lovers. Adam will give someone instructions over the phone at Society to get as much information as possible about Aristotle Dumas, but they won't return with anything more than what supporters already know. Chloe Mitchell would then confront Chelsea Lawson at Society and chastise her best friend for failing to notify her that she was quitting Marchetti. Chelsea will express regret and clarify that everything transpired so quickly. Chelsea would show eagerness for the new task after acknowledging that working with Adam felt right. Chelsea will realize that Victor will be a problem at the same moment. Chelsea will be determined to make things work at Newman Media, but Chloe will act as though Chelsea should have foreseen this and claim that it's still possible to go back to Marchetti. Claire will discuss her plan to inform Victor that they are moving in together with Kyle at Crimson Lights. Claire will tell Kyle that she will have Nikki Newman as a backup because she believes that Kyle's desire to accompany her will just make matters worse. When Claire arrives at the Newman ranch, Nikki will try to get Victor to embrace Claire and Kyle's connection more, but he will not allow it to grow. In the end, Claire will acknowledge that she is moving in with Kyle and that an agreement is being worked out for Adam's apartment. Victor will express his disappointment at this news and his refusal to accept it. Victor will go once he has assured me that he will handle this. In order to allow Victor more time to adjust to this arrangement, Nikki will attempt to persuade Claire to take things more slowly. Claire, however, will not believe it would help and will continue to be irritated by Victor's rejection of her choices. Nikki will imply that everything is up for negotiation with Victor and caution that Claire might never win her grandfather's approval if she moves in with Kyle right away. Kyle will vent to Jack Abbott at Jabot about Claire having to endure all of the turmoil from Victor. Kyle will be concerned that Victor would intensify his attempts to destroy them and possibly threaten to remove her from the family. Kyle will admit that he is aware of Victor's abilities and worry that he will influence Claire's decision. Victor will enter and assert that Kyle is unaware. Victor will insist that the agreement for Adam's flat is off after cautioning Kyle to give up on the idea of living with Claire. Victor will insist that this ends right away and won't allow Kyle to shatter Claire's heart. Victor would say that he doesn't want Kyle to find out what will happen if he doesn't comply with his requests. After Victor goes, Kyle will worry and protest to Jack once again because he doesn't make empty threats. Kyle and Claire will exchange updates on their encounters with Victor when they meet up in the park later. Claire will hope that Adam will disagree with Victor's intentions after Kyle predicts that the apartment transaction will fail. Claire will, however, stick to her resolve to live with Kyle and promise him that they would figure out a way to deal with Victor together. Victor will receive confirmation at Newman Media that Adam discussed selling his apartment to Claire and Kyle. Money is money, therefore Adam will argue for it, but Victor will tell him to pull out of the agreement or else. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Victor will place Adam in a difficult situation, so keep an eye out for all the drama that lies ahead. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, viewers will witness a lawyer's altercation, a lonely police officer, and the consequences of a broken engagement. Let's talk about the problems that some YNR characters will face in GC. 1. The romantic predicament of a lonely cop. We should start by thinking about a lonely police officer who has had bad luck finding love. Naturally, we're referring to Chancellor, who eventually grew weary of waiting for Summer Newman to understand her emotions. Chance could tell Summer was focused on Kyle Abbott, so he converted their break into a full-fledged breakup. Summer's chapter with Chance is now much more closed since she has left the canvas. Chance is undoubtedly yearning for a romantic start. What will happen to him next? YNR could not be in a rush to find Chance a suitable romantic partner with whom to start a future because Connor Floyd is not under contract. Chance might therefore simply have to cope with the loneliness. Chance might be unlucky in love for a while because it appears that the show only plans to employ him for investigative work when necessary. 2. The aftermath of a broken engagement off-screen. The fallout from a failed engagement is currently taking place. When Tracy Abbott discovered the truth about Alan Lawson, also known as Martin Lawson, the criminal sociopath who pretended to be his twin brother, she was distraught. Regretfully, viewers were unable to witness Tracy's coping mechanisms following the imitation drama. Soon after, Tracy took off her engagement ring and hurried to New York with Ashley Abbott. Though many fans want to see for themselves how Tracy is truly handling things, it's excellent that she's diverting her attention by writing a book and spending time with her sister. After Martin's incarceration and all the twin swap chaos, is Tracy doing okay? After being severely burned, will Tracy ever be able to let love into her heart again? Hopefully, Tracy will have the opportunity to finally open up to Ashley when they return to Genoa City. At least we get to hear Tracy's present state of mind, even though the on-screen broken engagement aftermath will arrive a bit later than fans might have preferred. 3. A complex legal dispute is developing since Amanda Sinclair's comeback is quickly approaching. We should also discuss the lawyers' pending difficult battle. It'll be interesting to see who Amanda assists and what she can do now that she's in lawyer mode. Will Amanda work alongside Aristotle Dumas and Billy Abbott? Could Amanda assist in coming up with a legal plan to reclaim Chancellor from the Newmans? Depending on what obstacles she must overcome, Amanda may wind up supporting the team at Winters instead. In any case, Amanda is on a winning streak and might be able to forecast how long it will last. Stay in for updates on all the amazing news and big showdowns on The Young and the Restless. According to teasers, there are still some surprises to come. Here are the spoilers for Friday, May 9, 2025's episode of The Young and the Restless. Fans can anticipate that Claire Grace Newman will receive a reality check regarding her circumstances in tomorrow's episode. In addition, Chelsea Lawson is doubtful. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. The fantasy of Claire Grace Newman. Claire's hope that she will one day win Victor Newman's favor appears to be unwavering. Claire believes Victor will eventually approve of her relationship with Kyle Abbott. Supporters are aware that will never occur. Claire persists in pursuing a pipe dream in spite of everyone's cautions. An update on reality from Nikki Newman. The only person who believes Claire should do what she wants regardless of what other people think is Nikki Newman. Nikki doesn't want Claire to put herself in danger, though. Read more, learn what transpired in the most recent YNR episode. Nikki would therefore most likely advise Claire to follow her heart but to give up on ever winning Victor's approval. Claire will have to put up with Victor's persistent meddling if she truly believes in and desires this relationship. What Adam Newman will do next. Claire and Kyle Abbott have decided to move in together. In fact, since Adam Newman's former residence is for sale, they want to take a look. Victoria Newman and Nikki are both aware of Claire's ambitions. Read this, the most recent GH arrivals and departures, but Victor might lose it when he finds out the most recent information on Claire and Kyle's relationship.